Josh, I know the defense put you guys in some pretty good situations last week, but just confidence-wise going forward, how big is it for you guys that you did capitalize on those?
It's very, it was a very good game, obviously, and then it just boosts our morale, boosts our confidence on the offensive side of the football. We know that our defense is going to handle things on their side, so we got to do our part when we're called upon. I think we did that this past Saturday, and whether it's finding more ways to try to get the run game established or finding more ways to get Austin Fort the football, it just increases our confidence, not just the players but the coaches, I think, as well. So we're really looking forward to this week.
You've been around, kind of got a better grasp of this rivalry, but just what does it mean to you, and what has been your observations of what it means to fans, the university, the people around the state? Just what are your thoughts on that?
It's huge for the state, for the people here. A lot of the players on this team are Colorado natives, so there's a lot riding on this game, especially with the Mountain West, division rankings and stuff like that. It still puts us in a spot to play in a Mountain West championship game. But as far as the rivalry goes, it goes back a long time, and I know these schools really don't like each other, and players aren't supposed to like each other. But it's a fun game to play in. The fans are extremely involved through the course of the week, and it's a trophy game, so we still want that bronze boot in our locker room.
Josh, just to speak to this last weekend, it looked like you were having fun. There was chemistry there. The wide receivers that you were connecting with were there. It just seemed easy almost. Can you kind of speak to that chemistry right now with you and your wide receivers?
Yeah, it feels good. It always feels good when you're winning. They went out and they made plays, and that's the receiving group that I knew that we had before the season started. And we got off to a shaky start, but they're finding their way. They're getting open, and I'm getting them the ball. So whenever we can do that and we can score and we can make these really good plays, it's really fun. So we look forward to keeping that going.
I asked Marcus earlier which win last year kind of gave you guys the sense that you could be a really competitive team in this conference. He said the CSU win. Just how big was that game for you guys to start conference play like that, and coming off a tough loss too at Eastern Michigan?
It was. I completely agree with him. That was the game that kind of turned our attention towards the Mountain West Championship, and it showed that we belonged in the league because the year prior they had taken care of business against us. So. Obviously it's a huge game for us, and it's a huge game for them to keep them into contention as well. So we know that, they know that, and I think both teams are going to be there come Saturday.
I know you worry about what they do defensively, but you watch Nick Stevens play quarterback much and Gallup at wide receiver. Do you see much of them? And if so, kind of what are your thoughts? Because they're a pretty prolific duo right now.
Yeah, I've seen them play a few games in the past. The receiver's he's a good player, and Stevens puts the ball where he needs to most of the time, and he's running a really good offense right now. They're a well-oiled machine. He's at the helm, and they're doing some really good things and getting the ball to some open dudes. So, but I won't really watch much of them throughout this week, and hopefully they don't have much success against us Saturday.
Now you got to know Nick a little bit at media days. Is it fun to kind of go up against some of the other top QBs in this conference?
It is. And going back to Boise with Brett Rippon and just being able to talk to him before pregame and even after the game, it adds another element. I'm not on the field at the same time he is, and obviously I want success for my team, but I don't want to see him fail and do bad. I want both teams to go out there and play as well as they can, and watch the best team win. So, but Nick Stevens is a really good guy, and we bonded over the Mountain West Championship thing or Mountain West Media Days, and it'll be fun going out there and competing against him.
You guys never want to see anybody get hurt, but when Austin went down in fall, did you guys kind of know that you might be missing an element just with his size, that you wouldn't have anybody quite that big out there?
Yeah, I did, and I think our coaches got the sense too. And I've been saying it for a while. He's just a different guy. He runs a little different than our tight ends. But having him on the field, and he's a vocal guy, and he's a guy that wants to win. He's been through a lot, whether it be switching from quarterback to tight end and transferring to junior college and transferring back, and then throughout with the injury. So he deserves all the attention and all the accolades that he's going to be getting.
You know, offensive player of the week, Josh, congratulations. Is that, you know, it's happened to you before? Is that cool? Do you really give it much thought? Or just not really?
But stats are for you guys. We want to win football games, so that's what we plan to do.
Do you like rivalry games, Johnny? I mean, you played in this one last year. You know, Air Force is a rivalry game, kind of, even Utah State's dream. Do you like these type of games?
Well, I love home rivalry games. It gets the fans here, it packs the stadium. You know, it gets this place really loud, and you know, it's definitely a momentum thing. But yeah, I mean, going back to last year, playing in the last game at that the last border war at that stadium, and coming out with the win was it was just a great feeling knowing that, you know, we're never going to lose on that field again. But I mean, yeah, everything about the rivalry game, from, you know, the fans trash talking to the players trash talking, it's real good football.
Did that game last year feel at all, maybe not like a home game, but there are a whole lot of Wyoming fans there, and the CSU fans kind of left pretty early. Did that make it feel different than a typical road game?
I think so. Because I mean, shoot, we were pretty loud there too, and I know we were fortunate to get up enough in the third quarter, and they kind of headed home. And whenever you can do that to a team, that's a pretty good accomplishment.